Football fans, welcome back to another massive transfer update where we break down the latest confirmed news, rumors, and behind-the-scenes developments from across the football world. Today's headlines include big updates involving Cristiano Ronaldo, Antoine Griezmann, Barcelona's defensive transfer targets, and an interesting situation involving Alejandro Balde and Manchester United. We also have important news regarding Real Madrid's defensive situation and a major departure at Nottingham Forest. So stay with us as we go through all the latest football transfer stories and rumors making headlines today. Let's begin with one of the biggest names in football history. Recent reports started circulating on social media suggesting that Cristiano Ronaldo could be preparing for a sensational move to Chelsea. However, sources close to the situation have quickly clarified that these rumors are completely false. There are currently no negotiations and no discussions taking place between Ronaldo and Chelsea. The Portuguese superstar remains focused on his current project and continues to play an important role for his club. As always, whenever Ronaldo's name appears in transfer headlines, it immediately creates excitement among football fans around the world. But in this case, the story linking him to Chelsea has been confirmed as nothing more than fake news. And now let's move to an important update involving Antoine Griezmann, immediately joined Major League Soccer side Orlando City. However, new information has now clarified the situation. Griezmann will remain at Atletico Madrid until the end of the current season. The Spanish club wants the experienced forward to stay fully focused on their campaign as they continue competing in important competitions now. Meanwhile, Orlando City is still interested in signing him, but instead of pushing for an immediate move, the American club is negotiating for a potential free transfer in the summer. If this deal eventually happens, it would become one of the biggest signings in the history of Major League Soccer. Griezmann's intelligence, creativity, and attacking versatility would make him a huge addition to the league. For now, though, the French star remains committed to Atletico Madrid until the end of the season. Another important development is happening behind the scenes in English football. Edu Gaspar has decided to leave his position as director at Nottingham Forest. Reports indicate that this decision was made after the relationship between Edu and the club's ownership became strained. Edu, who previously built a strong reputation in football management roles, had been expected to help guide Nottingham Forest's long-term sporting strategy. However, due to disagreements and internal tensions, both sides have now decided to go their separate ways. This departure could lead to significant changes in the club's transfer strategy in the coming months. Now let's talk about a player who could become one of the most interesting free agents this summer. Marco Senesi is expected to leave Bournemouth when his contract expires. This means the defender could become available as a free agent, making him a very attractive option for several clubs. At the same time, a number of Premier League clubs are also monitoring his situation closely. Barcelona has also added Senesi to their list of potential defensive reinforcement. Because he could arrive on a free transfer, he represents a low-cost option for the Spanish club as they continue dealing with financial limitations. Senesi's strength, aerial ability, and defensive intelligence make him a valuable asset for any team looking to strengthen their backline. Barcelona is also actively exploring options to strengthen its defense. One of the club's dream targets is Alessandro Bastoni from Inter Milan. Bastoni is widely regarded as one of the best young central defenders in European football. However, signing him will be extremely difficult. Inter Milan considers Bastoni a key player in their defensive system, and the transfer fee required to convince the Italian club would likely be very high. Because of that, Barcelona is also exploring alternative options. One name that has been attracting attention is Evan Ndika. The powerful defender is being scouted as a more affordable option who could provide physical strength and stability in defense. Barcelona's recruitment team is currently analyzing multiple possibilities as they try to balance sporting ambition with financial responsibility. Another transfer rumor involving Barcelona concerns young fullback and measure fullback Alejandro Balde. Recent reports suggested that Manchester United might be interested in signing the talented defender. The club has absolutely no intention of selling Balde. He is considered an important part of the team's long-term future and development. However, Barcelona has made its position very clear. In addition, sources confirm that Manchester United has not even started negotiations for the player. For now, Balde remains firmly in Barcelona's plans as the club continues building its next generation of stars. Finally, we turn our attention to Real Madrid. Reports suggest that David is expected to leave the club at the end of the summer. Current estimates suggest that there is around a 50% chance that Rudiger could leave depending on how negotiations and squad planning develop in the coming months. At the same time, the future of Antonio Rudiger remains uncertain. Because of these possible departures, Real Madrid may need to strengthen its defense in the next transfer window. The club's management is already analyzing several potential options as they plan for the future. And that brings us to the end of today's football transfer update. From Cristiano Ronaldo rumors being shut down, to Antoine Griezmann's future, Barcelona's defensive targets, and Real Madrid's evolving situation, the football world continues to deliver fascinating story every single day. That now we want to hear from you. Which transfer do you think will actually happen this summer? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this update, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest football news. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next update. Here we go.